Wine grapes can be quite versatile. A red skin grape can make a red wine, but it can also make a rosé wine, a white wine, a sparkling wine, and a dessert wine. Join us as we explore 5 different expressions of Grenache from Acquiesce Winery in Lodi. We hope you like this video. Give it a like, comment at any point, and subscribe to our channel for more. Grenache is a grape of unique charm and adaptability. When you hear the word Grenache, you probably think Grenache Noir, the red grape. And Grenache Noir, that's not a surprise because it is the most widely planted red grape in the world, and it can be found around the world.
But Grenache is an ancient grape, and it has mutated a number of times. Grenache Blanc, which produces a white wine, and Grenache Gris, which has grayish pink tints to it, are both mutations that are genetically identical to its parent, but they're different in appearance. And a fun fact, Grenache Blanc ranks as the 4th most planted wine grape in France. Between Grenache and Grenache Blanc, you can find white, red, rosé, sweet wines, and even sparkling wines. And guess what? Acquiesce Winery is doing just that.
Acquiesce Winery is in Lodi, California. It's owned by Sue and Rodney Tipton. They bought the 18-acre property in 2003. At the time, there was Zinfandel planted on their land. But Sue tried a Châteauneuf-du-Pape Blanc, a very rare wine that's a blend of the white grapes of Châteauneuf-du-Pape. And she fell in love and decided that she wanted to plant those grapes in her property. So she pulled up the Zinfandel and planted all of these white varieties. And one of those was Grenache Blanc. But she also planted Grenache, the one red grape that she has planted in her property. From the Grenache Blanc and the 1.5 acres of Grenache that she has planted, she makes 5 different expressions of Grenache, and we're going to taste them today.
The first wine we're tasting is Sparkling Grenache Blanc, and it's made in Méthode Champenoise, which is the 2nd fermentation is in the bottle. It was aged for 18 months. So let's taste.
Yes, let's taste. Cheers, first of all.
Cheers, yes, definitely.
It's got really pretty, I'm getting a lot of kind of pear and green apple notes. As well as
minerality, for
tons
sure.
of minerality.
And I just sneaked a sip, and it's very, very crisp, high acid. Oh my gosh, the lemon. Do you taste the lemon?
Yeah, I do. I'm getting almost like a little bit of lychee on it. It's got this really nice kind of tartness on the finish, but there's also a roundness in the palate.
And I love the bubbles. The bubbles are effervescent. They're just from the beginning to the end. It's beautiful.
So we tasted the Grenache Blanc sparkling wine, and now we're going to go to a still Grenache Blanc. This comes from the 3 acres of Grenache Blanc planted on the property. Pour you a little bit.
Thank you.
Pour myself a little bit. This is a 2022, and oh my God, it is so brilliantly aromatic.
Absolutely.
Super floral.
White flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
I get a little stone fruit, kind of like a peach, white peaches, elderflower. It's very aromatic.
A little bit of, light apricot. It's delicious.
Some of the same lemon and citrus notes that we had on the sparkling wine, I'm getting on the palate, but this has a really nice creamy mid palate, and then this lovely acidity that kind of goes down the side of the tongue.
I was saying the creamy mid palate is incredible.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. It's still high acid. I even get a little bit of lime on this.
Yeah,
It's
really.
a little tropical.
I would have this with seafood. I would have it with salads.
A great cheese platter.
A cheese platter, cream sauces. What else? You're pretty creative.
Light pasta dishes.
Light pasta dishes. Try it with Mexican food or Asian dishes. I think
maybe a Thai restaurant.
Yeah.
Take it to that.
A little sushi. Wow. This Grenache Blanc is going with us.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Next, we're going to taste the sparkling rosé of Grenache. And it is, again, made in the Méthode Champenoise. And this spends 12 months entourage before disgorgement. So let's do a little taste.
Your glass.
Gotta love the nice bubbles at sunset.
That's right. Beautiful pale pink salmon color.
Oh my gosh, how beautiful is this?
It's picking up the colors of the sunset.
It is. It is. Let's just wait. Just hold it up. It's beautiful.
I'm getting a lot of the red fruit that you get from Grenache, the kind of cherry, raspberry, berry.
I'm getting some rose petals.
Definitely like fresh strawberries.
With a little savor. I'm getting some herbal notes too. It's really nice.
Oh, this is delicious. What it is it has this richness, rich is a tough term, but a rich, creamy mid palate with still all this acidity. It's delicious.
Yeah, it really is.
Quaffable.
Yeah, you could drink this with or without food. Honestly, a fresh fruit platter, maybe some macerated fruit for dessert, and a glass of the Rosé sparkling. This is just a beautiful wine.
Yeah, I would even take this in. You could put it if you want to have a little bubble with your dinner. You could do this with a lightly grilled, some lamb or something because of the Grenache part of it, but it still has the body. So if you want to kind of bubble up your main course.
I was thinking a bubble bath, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm going to drink it.
I'm not putting it in the bath. I'm going to drink it while in the bath. Anyway, this is a beautiful wine.
Beautiful wine. We just tasted the sparkling Grenache Rosé, and now we're going to taste the still Grenache Rosé. This comes from the 1.5 acres of Grenache Noir that's planted, that's for this dedicated program of Rosé. And this is a wine that has just a little bit of Cinsault and a little touch of Blanc, which is a white grape from the Rhone Valley, one of the grapes that was in the Chateauneuf de Blanc that Sue fell so in love with. So let me pour a little bit of this.
I already have mine.
Great.
But the color is beautiful, first off.
Yeah, it has that same, a little more pale salmon, but similar color to the sparkling wine. Almost, other than the bubbles, you can't really tell the difference. I think it has the same sort of red fruit notes, but it's a little more of the kind of savory and a little bit more...
a little richer.
Richer to the nose. Cherries, raspberries, strawberries, same thing as what we tasted. There's almost a hint of watermelon in there.
And it all goes into the palate. I mean, so many of the same notes on the nose are on the palate. That melon, you nailed it on watermelon.
Yeah.
That ripe melon, the red berries.
Yeah.
But light. I mean, it's lighter.
Yeah, there's a lovely kind of chalky acidity that hits the tongue. It's fresh. This is a wine that you want to drink, well, any time of the year, but imagine sitting outdoors, having it with a fresh tomato mozzarella salad, maybe a watermelon and feta salad. I'm going to think of all my salads
Your favorite
with fruits
salads.
and vegetables, prosciutto. I just think that it's a really food-friendly wine, but really going to go with those lovely salads and starters.
Absolutely. I think I would pair it, too, with some light appetizers.
So the last wine that we have today from Acquiesce is sort of an outlier, as the name is. Now, Acquiesce started as a white wine only house, doing Grenache Blanc as well as other Rhone white varieties. Now, of course, they have the Grenache Noir planted, the 1.5 acres, where they make Rosé and Rosé sparkling wine. But Christina, the assistant winemaker, had a little idea to make a wine, an outlier, called the Outlier, which is a Grenache. And this is a Grenache red wine, but still very light in color, almost deceiving as a dark rosé. Ready to try it?
Absolutely.
Ooh, look at that
Thank you.
color.
Look at this color.
It's almost like pomegranate and cherry.
And cranberry all wrapped up into one.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, man.
Cheers. Ooh, there's a lovely savoriness to it. The first thing I get is savory, but everything you said, cranberry, pomegranate.
It's right in here, on the nose. You almost want to just keep smelling this.
Yeah. Lots of acidity. Very textured on the palate. Really kind of bounce, the acidity and the texture kind of bounce along the tongue. Long finish.
It's still creamy, too, mid-palate. This is a beautiful wine. I mean, you look at it and you think, like what you said, Allie, it's like a dark rosé. But this is a real deal red wine that would go well with...
Pizza.
Pizza! She said it before I did. Yeah, absolutely. My favorite vegetarian pizza would be perfect with this.
Yeah. So, you know, if you like light-bodied red wines like we do, the Outlier, a wonderful option. So there you go. 1 grape, 1 mutation, 5 expressions. Pretty impressive, the versatility that 1 grape can do. And Grenache is not the only one. Pinot Noir has mutated, and you have Pinot Blanc and Pinot Gris, and there are so many other grapes out there that have variations that they don't just make a red wine, but they make a white wine, a still wine, a sparkling wine, and so on. So we hope you learned a little bit today about the versatility of a wine grape. We hope you like this video, give it a like, and subscribe to our channel for more.
Cheers.